Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. As today, with 2 of the Goblin Elite disabled, we set our sights on the 3rd. Dror Ragzlin, the only one of the 3 who was smart enough to linger around a bunch of his expendable cannon fodder, which means there's no real quiet way to do this one. And, after considering our options, I figured our best bet was to attack from right here, behind his throne. I thought about going up in the rafters, but it was way too awkward. So it's way easier to do it from down here. Especially since, in trying to keep it kind of consistent narratively with why we dealt with Minthara the way we did, I figure we'll do a good faith effort of disabling the non-goblin cultists as well. The ones who are clearly being controlled by an outside force. And this approach puts us right on top of them. That's it. Let's invest our latest tadpole. We'll grab Force Tunnel. And we'll kick this off. Not sure how often we'll get any actual use out of this power, but it is a prereq to a passive that will go very well with our next level up.
The air is ripe with magic.
And now some quick setup. We just need to cover one of the approaches, being very careful of the flames.
Seems the owner of that item was rather attached to it. You're about to face the consequences.
Okay, well, I wasn't actually trying to provoke him with that, but fair enough. Let's start with a drow here. We'll bink bonk him into submission. And what the heck? Let's use our last slot to get a spiritual weapon on the field. We just need something to slow Dror Ragzlin down whilst we thin out his minions.
Where do I go from here?
Open fire. Lay waste. Leave no one standing. Oh, come on, really? 1 hit point short. Oh, right, the drums. Wow, I did not think he'd make it there in a single turn. That'll certainly make this interesting. Oh, no thank you. Warrior Druk joining the fray. Okay, let's go Magic Missile. We'll burn down the caster Auric Wounded, then drop whatever's left on another range unit. Oh, and let's pop a Featherfall just in case. Summons on deck. We'll swing them wide. Have them run interference on the unobstructed stairway. I suppose I could have just had them... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say I could have probably blocked off that drum with our summons, but there's another one right on the central platform, so yeah, I think they were going to call for reinforcements no matter what we did. Short of just holding out till we hit level 5 and then dropping a fireball on them.
No gloom, all doom.
And enemies incoming. Ooh. Cute. Trivial damage, but it does deprive us of loot. Wow, rude. Oh, Arrow of Darkness. Come on, man. That would have been nice to have.
Jimmy on the go.
Alright, well, let's drop the drow. Down he goes. And Frenzy. Summons on Warrior Druk. And draw Ragzlin's in. Oh, shoot. I thought... Well, I was really hoping the spiritual weapon would get a swing in on him. But that was still pretty great. Oh, okay. You know what? That actually works great. As does that. Let's drop Kagrin. Non-lethal style. Or crit fumble style.
No choice but to keep going.
Keep burning down range units. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, we'll burn our last... Oh, shoot. I should have restocked our level 1 slots before we... Okay, well... That's fine. We'll burn off our level 2, I guess. Nice. Keep whittling Druk.
Oh my word.
And Kagrin. Now we can go full lethal style. No reason to go easy on the gobos. Hey, level up. Nice. That's a big one for us too. Oof. Ragzlin is not happy. We'll get Shadow back on range support. Nah, these guys aren't worth wasting trick arrows on. And we have to be very careful up here, or we'll kill the guys we knocked out. Hey, nice.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's double down on Ragz.
Mistra Rill.
But not with Gale. Can't risk setting off that grease.
Now this is my happy place.
I was really hoping we could nudge him off the cliff, but that's fine. We'll just do that. Oh, Ragz, you wacky scoundrel. Devout cry.
Battle of wits.
You know, I've got to say, I really expected more reinforcements to come running in.
I got this.
I think it was just like 3 guys. The ones from just outside the throne room on the wooden bridges. I guess there's a very strict range limit on those drums. Really kind of figured it would pull the whole shrine into this. Ragz is up next. An inspiration to the unconscious. Alright, let's wrap this up. I think we're pretty much done. Gotta say, this went a whole lot smoother than I thought it would. I'm honestly kind of disappointed. I was sort of looking forward to like a grand siege on the throne room. Just waves of goblins pouring in from all over the shrine.
Unleash me.
Wait, Karlach, why didn't your pike return? What is going on with you? We'll go for a blind so she can re-equip herself.
Certainly.
Or not. I guess that just didn't work. Alright, all hands on deck. This is getting weird. and now I'm going to be super paranoid about that thing not returning when it's supposed to. Oof. Okay, you got some licks in. Respect. And now you die. Ooh, nice. I really should use Spiritual Weapon more often. I think it's just that low movement that puts me off it. And down he goes.
Creator. Destroyer.
The Great Goblin Elite, reduced to naught but spilled guts and bloody rags.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Will do, ever-present voice in my head. You know, I was kind of hoping for a bigger fight, but at the same time, I'm only just now realizing how much damage Ragz dealt out in a single round. So maybe it's for the best we didn't have, like, 20 more goblins hurling themselves into the fray. It's cool. We'll clear the shrine on the way out.
Let's march!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
But first, let us collect our prizes. Faithbreaker. +1 magic warhammer. With no special powers? A hand-like brand stamped into the leather handle obscures the notches that would normally signify a hobgoblin's rank. Oh, wait. Looks like we have a unique attack option. Absolute power. Extra damage plus knockback once per short rest. Okay. Okay. That's kind of fun. Sadly, we don't really have anyone who could get much use out of it. Not in our core crew, anyway. Aside from that, we got a key, which I'm assuming is for the treasury we already raided. And our new tadpole, which we will immediately put into displace. As aforementioned, that'll go very well with our new Eldritch Invocation we're about to pick up. I'm a little less certain on Repulsor, since honestly, that's weaker than our Eldritch Blast, so I'm not really sure it's worth investing in. That said, I'm not really sure if any of these other abilities are all that appealing for our specific build. But kind of a moot point until we find more tadpoles anyway. Ragz is feeling chatty. Let's see what he has to say. I forgot to disguise myself.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Oh, I guess he doesn't care I killed him. What does the Absolute want with all these captives?
Eternal glory. Ours.
Yeah? How's that working out for you? Alright, let's loot the room.
Best be on my way.
Oh, we've got all these crates and stuff over here, but I'll hit those off screen. We'll just focus on corpses for now. Void bulb. Interesting. Looted off the dead mind flayer, no doubt. Nothing groundbreaking, obviously, but we're getting some decent consumables here. Sir? I don't think you appreciate the gravity of this situation.
How can I help?
Sorry, Gil. Didn't mean to actually acknowledge your existence. Okay. Room is clear, aside from those crates in back. Let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll figure out what we're doing with these level ups. And we will be right back. And we're back. I've gone over our level up options, so let's see what I've thrown together. I mean, as with most level ups in 5th edition, this one's pretty straightforward. The most complex one actually being Auric right here, who gets Deepened Pact, which for him is an extra attack for Ragz, and then a new Eldritch Invocation, which, as previously implied, will be going right into Repelling Blast. Although it's not highlighted here, we actually get a second Eldritch Blast per attack this level, so that, plus Repelling Blast, plus that extra psychic damage on knockdown, that's over a 100% boost in our damage output. Then, as far as spells go, we now have access to an assortment of fun 3rd level options, and after going through them, I think we've really narrowed it down to Counterspell and Hunger of Hadar. So we'll grab Counterspell with our main slot, and then we'll drop Hellish Rebuke, which, let's be honest, I really just haven't been all that impressed with. And we will replace that with Hunger of Hadar. That's just great for crowd control. That's it for Auric, and like I said, it's very straightforward from here. We don't even get any options on Karlach. She just gets health, an extra attack, and more movement, all of which are welcome. Plus, as a tiefling, she upgrades her Branding Smite, which, you know, sure, why not? We'll take it. Then we've got Shadow, who, just like Karlach, really doesn't get much in the way of choices here. She pulls more health, she gains Destroy Undead as a turn feature, and she gains access to 3rd level spells. We get one new slot to play with. They've defaulted to Mass Healing Word, and given our equipment loadout, yeah, that works for me. With our current gear, that's not just a mass heal, it's also a mass buff. So, that's pretty much it for Shadow. Which brings us to Gale. He gets health, he gets a new spell slot, and he gets 2 new spells. One of which will obviously be Counterspell. That's just a handy one to have on tap. And then, while I would like to get Fireball and Lightning Bolt, as an Evoker, he can scribe those for cheap, so we're not going to waste our level up slots on those. Instead, we'll grab something that's not an Evocation spell. We'll pick up Haste again. Just a handy one to have on tap. Though, for now at least, we only have room for one more spell. So we'll just slot in Counterspell. And we're done. Level up complete. Some pretty massive bonuses there. Oh, and for those who are wondering, the stack of crates and barrels contained about 150 food and 2 smoke powder barrels, so not bad.
How much farther can I go?
That said, let's go test our might in Mortal Kombat. We've still got about 20 or so gobos loitering about the place, and they are all hostile now. So yes, we will definitely burn them down on our way out. Though I think we'll save the exterior camp for next time. We have to check in with Halson before we get too sidetracked. Ah, boo. I was hoping Auric would be higher in the initiative count.
My faith will protect me.
I want to try those new blasts.
Got to concentrate. Got to move.
I've got it. That's it.
Poor gal. She was one of the flirty ones.
Gods are watching me.
Oh, if only you weren't cannibalistic monsters. A common lament, I'm sure. We just got a cage key, so I guess our next stop will be the caged goblin over yonder. A little silly to cut him loose, I suppose, but I am curious to see how he'll react. Worst case scenario, we can just huck him in the spider pit.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Let's get going.
Ha! Look at where the absolutes love gotten. Dead! Thanks for breaking me out. Gonna find me a new tribe. One that appreciates the old ways.
Okay. Hey, inspiration. Nice. That's a decent bonus. But yeah, I guess from like a propaganda standpoint, having the one surviving goblin coming out of the shrine being one that was staunchly anti-absolute would certainly discourage his fellows from following in this ill-fated group's
Still
footsteps.
breathing, despite everything.
Oh, wow. One dead, one immobilized. I also just love how that knockback makes it feel so much more cinematic.
Need to stay focused.
Let's go. Knees high.
Finish them.
Easy.
Or not. There we go. Shadow?
Let's finish this. Have to keep going.
Also worth noting, Shadow and Gale also doubled the damage output on their
These boots
various
have seen everything.
cantrips. So Shadow will be leaning a little less on that magic bow of hers, but it is still useful for long-range attacks and for the Hunter's Mark. Alright, now let's clear the entrance chamber. Though we do want to be careful here because I know Saza's out there. I saw her when I was hitting the vendor between episodes.
I'll need to rest soon.
I'm really hoping she doesn't aggro. But if she is hostile, we'll have to make sure we knock her out. We'll engage from back here. Pull the goblins up the stairs. See if she joins in. That's her right there. Oh, look out, Grush. That's the one who was enjoying some clubbing. Wow, that is an unexpected callback. I guess we did get an advantage out of that. Dude's still half dead.
Down with you.
Oh, are we gonna have to kill that priest? That's kind of a bummer. You know, for a priest of the god of pain, he really didn't seem that bad. We'll take pains to avoid killing him if possible. Same with the Zent trader and those two non-gobos on the powder room.
Mine is the advantage. Outflank, outsmart. Well, so much for peace.
Let's ping this guy off the platform. Oh, he is super dead. That was fantastic. Looks like Saza's pretty chill about this whole thing too, so that's good. Though
Good idea, Carla.
we'll try to pull the rest of the fighting back away from her, just in case.
Got it.
See, just to clarify, I know there's more stuff with Minthara because she's a companion. I know there's more stuff with Saza because of the patch notes. But I don't know the specifics. I've never played past this point. I just want to at least get a gander at what they've got to offer before we cut their stories short.
My faith will protect me.
Same reason I kept Asterion around.
Got to press on.
Though he is growing on me. Lae'zel, too. You know, I may actually hold another poll for the Raiders as we get out towards Act 2. See if they'd like me to change up our regular roster. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the guys we've got, but
One day I'll catch a break.
at the same time, I would certainly not be adverse to bringing in some new faces.
Fuck yes.
As always, I lament the inherent limitations of a 4-slot party.
Let's end this.
Oh, my. Boink. Oh, Torturer Spike, feeling chatty. Noted.
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
What's the plan?
3 more incoming. Let's wait for him to stick the landing. Oh, you know what? I just remembered Rex has 2 attacks around now. I've got to keep that in mind. Not a big deal in this case, but important for tougher battles.
Danse macabre. No choice but to keep going.
Fair enough.
Bye forever, pal.
Man, that thing hits like a cannon now. I love it. Especially since I don't think that knockback is limited by size. Like shove or hurl.
Got it.
Though I will say, in using Karlak and Oryx side by side, I also really appreciate the throwing arcs for, like, physically hurled weapons.
Let me strike true.
There are a lot of little things in this game that I... Oh, shit. Right, forgot about you. I thought you came back down. Alright, fair enough. I will murder you.
With haste.
Oh wait, he doesn't have a second attack.
Blood comes easy these days.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that. Alright, let's take care of this guy.
Best be on my way.
Then we'll chat with Spike, chat with Saza. Then we'll go take a powder.
I'm heating up. Easy as.
There we go.
Another step forward.
Who left this gold here? Was it this guy? Did I spike him so hard the gold flew out all Diablo style? Alright, let's...
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
I did. I wanted you to not stand on the corpse I'm trying to talk to. Gone, gone, the guise of Auric. And in his place, some tiefling Doric.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hail, 'tis I, Demonicus Deville. Tell me of your life, my fiendish friend.
Crush! Smash. Burn, whip, scream. Give pain. Get answer.
Yes, I see. And from whence did you hail?
Born here. Stay here.
Indeed. So you would know of hidden treasures?
Bushes outside. Kids were playing.
Oh, well, we already found that. That was the chest in the bushes. What can you tell me about this absolute?
Speaks through true souls. Scour the land. Find weapon.
Right. And what can you tell me of the hero who felled you?
Warrior. Had Absolute's touch.
The corpse does not stir. It will answer no more questions.
Not much of note there, though. I may swing back by those bushes when we clear the exterior. Though, again, that's for another day. Today we're just focused on the interior, and then we'll check back in with Halsin.
This calls for careful footwork.
Let's be careful here. Don't want to aggro Saza after all the trouble we went through to avoid her during that fight.
No traps, please. Moving in.
Oh, hey, Abdurak, what's up, bud? I guess he's not hostile.
Those teeth. Those horrible teeth. Take this. It's everything I've got. I won't try and get you killed again. Promise. Just let me go.
Just had some questions. Trust me, if I wanted you dead, it would have already happened by now.
I tell you anything, and my life ain't worth a rat's breakfast.
Oh, come on. I've saved you like 3 times now. Also, pretty sure the local Goblin Elite aren't really going to care at this point.
Dunno, never repaid anything. But you've been square with me, true? What do you want to know?
Anything you can tell me about Guts Chapel?
She's got all kinds of booyarg. Sickly tasting stuff. Might make your limbs grow back, but it's as sour as a bugbear's whittle.
Gross. Not gonna ask how you know that. What about treasure? Do you know where there's any treasure?
I saw Draw Ragzlin stash some stuff behind the waterfall, near the bridge. You want it? It's yours. It's all yours. Is that it? Can I go?
Yeah. On your way, Saza. Until next we meet. Sadly, not much of note from what she said. We already cleared the waterfall stash. Abdurak, you good, bud? Where are you? Oh, also, the Zent trader and the guards left. Which I guess does save us some trouble. Hopefully they didn't have time to clear the powder room.
Can't risk being in open view.
Oh, Abby, there you are. So, what are you, high, or?
My penitent child, the goblins have blood on their minds. I am leaving. I suggest you do the same.
Right, yeah, I'm right behind you, bud. Man, I've got to say,
One day I'll catch a break.
Larian just continues to impress me with the reactivity on a lot of these
Friendly-looking shadow.
these incidental details on these quests, it makes sense for characters like Abdurak and the Zent Trader to book it. They have no real investment in sticking around and trying to fight you. I have no idea if they'll ever actually show up again, but at least this way they theoretically can.
Seen everything. Out of sight, out of mind.
And they did not clear the powder room. Fantastic.
Softer than a whisper.
I'll get this all squared away off screen, but I'll at least check those crates while we're here. Ooh, poisons. Lovely. So I guess technically at this point, Karlach might have better use for them. Shadow's not full-time on the bow anymore. I'll have to mull on that. I mean, she will still be using the bow when tactically appropriate. She's never going to be a heavy hitter, but she is very much a support and utility character.
Let's get this thing open.
Ah, gold. I'll take it. And again, we'll come back for the barrels later.
Should want my stab.
Let's let's clear the entrance. This should be it. Oh shoot, we lost Shovel somewhere. I didn't even notice.
A word away.
I'll conjure him back up once we're done here.
Got to move. Let's make this quick.
Gentlemen.
Another fight. Let's go.
Indeed. Let's go. Going. Gone.
May the dice roll in my favor. Good move.
Oh, we still have two more up top. More than I realized.
Have to keep going.
Guys? There you go. Good looking out.
On the move. Time to deal some punishment.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Put him up. Aye, aye. One, two.
Oh. Right. Hi there.
With haste.
Gotta say, bud, at this point you really should have just stayed in the shadows.
Done.
I'll give this place a full clean sweep off screen, but for now I think we've more or less hit all the broad strokes. Aside, of course, from the spider pits. But we'll save those for when we come back. I just don't want to stray too far before we lock in our victory. We need to make sure the game registers that
Can't wait to sleep.
Minthara is defeated but still alive. So let's go chat with Halsin. Get him back to the Grove.
Whatever comes.
And then I'll give this place another gander off screen. Just to make sure. Though I feel like we've been fairly thorough.
Very well.
Halsin, buddy, how you doing down here? Still standing in a puddle of grease? That does seem like a good use of your time.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger. Thanks to them.
Yeah, about that. Funny story. While you were standing down here, I popped out real quick and took care of that.
You did it. You actually did it. The leader's dead. Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive.
I mean, you tried to murder a bunch of kids when I first met. You know what? What's done is done. Where do we go from here?
Let's get out of this pit, firstly. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
Bucolic? Someone's got a word of the day calendar. So yeah, let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll give this place one more pass. Then we'll go get some closure.
We did it.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
Oh, I appreciate that, but I didn't do this for the coin. Not for yours, at least. You need that more than I do.
Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Of course. I'll see you there. Man, it's kind of weird seeing them all gathered up like this. After 30, 40 hours of gameplay. I'm really tempted to talk to everyone, but I imagine it's just 40 different flavors of thank you. I'll check off screen, just in case there's anything important in there.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you.
I'm just glad I could do some good.
As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree.
Oh, that's one other thing I have to take care of between episodes. Another vendor run. All of their inventories reset when we hit level 5. And we have a boatload of vendor trash to liquidate. Not to mention all this stuff. I mean, if the tieflings aren't taking it with them, I don't see the harm in helping ourselves.
Moo.
Moo indeed. I'll miss you most of all, perfectly ordinary ox. Oh, I wonder if we could actually get away with stealing the idol now, without just instantly being caught. I mean, kind of a shitty thing for us to do, but at the same time, the druids haven't exactly shown they can use it responsibly. Speaking of whom...
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
I mean, I guess we don't really want to come down too hard on her. She was just trying to imprison a thief who was caught trying to steal a relic. It was more the clear and present danger of the snake that we objected to. And she did help us when push came to shove. I think she technically killed more shadow druids than we did. Best of luck with that one. She's certainly willful.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
Oh, I don't know if I should keep directly asking people for help, now that we have the voice in our head. So, what comes next?
The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
Strength in the shadows. May Sylvanas forgive me.
At least you recognize your mistake. This is a beginning. A small one.
Sylvanas keep you.
You as well, I guess.
Please return, Master, before it's too late. We're free of the goblins, but the Grove is changed, wounded. The days ahead won't be easy.
glad we have Halsin to guide us.
Let's go chat up Wrath, collect our reward, and I think we'll be at a good place to call it.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
I mean, honestly, once it came down to it, it was kind of shockingly easy. Really, I think the hardest part was just making sure we didn't kill everyone. That's probably a normal thing to say.
Fair enough. I should not have underestimated you. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Neat. So, library, that's... Oh, good, yes, that's just past Nettie. We need to chat with her anyway.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we're all just lucky I didn't take the treatment you suggested, huh?
Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole.
Oh, trust me, I get it. I'm right there with you. But hey, happy to help.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanas' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty great. Oh, and you gave me a reward anyway. Thank you. You know, I don't want to be ungrateful. I'll let you keep my thanks. But really... Thank you for saving us from goblins. Here's my leftovers from lunch. Though I do see... another divine portrait. Why did I not take this the first time through? Oh, that would be why. I'll be back for you. But let's stay focused. Wolf tablet, seems straightforward enough. Okay. Now what? Aha! That was needlessly elaborate. I can appreciate that. So what be our prize? Secret Societies of the Sword Coast. Exposed! Assorted crates. Magic glaive. Assorted potions. Nice. Yet more poisons. Assorted low-end scrolls. Vases are probably empty. I'll check them off screen.
The glaive the druid's notebook mentioned. Its owner thought it was cursed.
Oh, good. So our reward is a cursed item. Thanks, guys. Ooh, and magic robes. Okay. Snark withdrawn. The Robe of Summer. Grants resistance to cold damage. This robe's thin fabric is pleasantly warm to the touch. Basic, but potentially useful. But the real question is, how does it look? Ooh, and the answer is not bad. That might actually be worth swapping into. Man, I do like the web robes, but power-wise, we're a lot more likely to get use out of resistance to cold than we are a very situational damage boost. And then we got Sorrow. +1 glaive with Sorrowful Lash. Once per round, mid-range cantrip. Minor damage, but pulls a creature 3 meters closer, no save. As a bonus action, for every drop of blood spilled, a piece of the soul perishes, until nothing remains but regret. Oh, well, maybe we won't use it then. Remarks on the Emerald Enclave, written with a heavy hand. The Emerald Enclave won't send help, even if I asked. This land is wounded and the rot is deep, but it's deep everywhere. I can't wait for help to come, but perhaps I need not face the darkness alone. Oh, okay. And I'll bet that book on secret societies we picked up has an entry on shadow druids. So basically just a very, very brief insight into why Kaga did what she did. Not exactly groundbreaking, but always nice to get more lore. That said, we are well past time now, so this feels like a good place to call it. Obviously, we still have some loose ends to tie. We have the spider pits back in the shrine, we have the exterior camp area, and we have a party to get to, which we'll probably lead with next time. So, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping, do a couple of comprehensive vendor runs, maybe scoop all that loot the tieflings are leaving behind, and we will pick up here next time, as we enjoy a brief moment of hard-won revelry, and then figure out where to go from there. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EV23, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
I won't try and get you killed again. Promise. Just let me go.